down law, man. She did that. And everything she's basically said is true, man. Y'all remember how it used to be back in the days, each one teach one and all that kind of good stuff. We got to get back to being a community instead of being a hood. This ain't the hood, this is our community, this is where we live at. So we got to get back to doing things like that. On that note, I got a special guest that I brought with me. My man J.A.C.E, the Reacher, is here. He's an artist, and he has a special story to tell, so I'm going to get him to come on up. And I want y'all to give him some attention. Matter of fact, give him some love. He just came home from prison, y'all.
How's everybody doing? First and foremost, prayers to your family. I understand how it feels to be in both positions. I just did 11 years in prison for a senseless act, and I was a part of the problem. I was a young black man that was lost and confused and different from my environment. I was more intelligent than my peers, so I decided to be like them instead of being who I was born to be. And there's so many young black men that are going through the same thing because inwardly we feel something different as well as the young black, sisters. We feel something differently, but our environment shows us how to be or how to act, or this is cool or that's not cool. So I got caught up in that. I moved from Sumter to Baltimore when I was real young, and I got involved with the streets. I love the streets. I started seeing the drug dealers and the gangbangers, and everywhere I went, that's what I saw. I actually had a scholarship to go to one of the best schools in the country, but I didn't apply myself. Because as I got on that bus, it took me 2 hours to get to school. And on that 2-hour ride, I would see so much stuff in the community. So I would get off of the bus, and I would get involved with the stuff that was in the community. Because I had no one to look after or look to help me to become the man I needed to be. Because they would look at me as a young black brother and they would say, oh, you got your pants down low and your mama didn't raise you right, whatever. My mom's over there, she raised me well. But I didn't have my father there. So that broke my family apart.
Right.
So, after I got involved in this situation, an innocent man got killed. I actually tried to stop the situation from happening. But when you try to be tough and you also try to be good, it doesn't work. You got to choose a side. So I decided to choose a side after the situation occurred, and I realized, man, I'm facing 30 to life for something I didn't even do. Something I tried to stop, and the police know that. But it happened that way. So I began to feel sorry for myself, but after a while, I said, wait a minute. I'm still here. This innocent man, he's not here anymore. He's not here anymore. I know what murder feels like. My family know what it feels like, and that family know what it feels like, and it was senseless. So I decided to accept Christ. I had tried everything else. I accepted Christ. And then that's when I realized I went all the way around this whole circle to end up where I was supposed to be in the first place. I was supposed to be right there with the Lord. I didn't have a father because he was my father. And so many of us feel that. So whatever your gift is or whatever your purpose is, God can bring good out of bad. Little David up there smiling right now. Because look at everybody representing him. We getting together. I know y'all don't know me, but we bonded in blood. Because this right here is what it's about. Find your purpose, whatever it may be, and move with it. Move with it. So right now, I just want to give y'all a song, one of my songs. It's a new single. It's called Get Inside Your Element. And I just want to encourage y'all to be the best that y'all can be. And don't let nobody else define who you are. Period. Rest in peace, little David. Peace to the family. It's called Get Inside Your Element.
Turn me on, June.
No doubt. Who don't like motivation?
Who don't like motivation? I believe in you.
I believe in you. So should you.
So should you.
So should you. Right. Get inside your element, y'all.
Just
oh man, this feels
special.
It feels good.
Feels good.
Yeah, no doubt. I ride with me.
I'm 5'5", I will never be a ball player. But let me tell you one thing about your small neighbor. I've been given the gift to reach you with that raw flavor, to motivate you to strive first and talk later. When it breaks the roof, the best could be a lawmaker. He saw a technicality on this assault papers. The man that loves fighting and being a jawbreaker could become a boxing legend if he talked greater. But he You must be willing to take one across the chin and learn that accepting loss is how you always win. As long as you climb at that hole you have fallen in, you could be the one to help people learn to walk again. You love to hoop, grab the ball when it comes off the rim. Eat, sleep, and breathe in that building we call the gym. How would you feel if by chance you just lost your limbs? Take advantage of your gifts, so you should part with them. I witnessed so many people stand up at the scale and ignore their weight class, feeling sad and frail. But within you is where true talent dwells. Keep in mind 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Don't want to look at your life and wonder where it went. I started rapping, been addicted to it ever since. Buying the beats is the best dollar I ever spent. That's my story, you should get inside your element. Get inside your element. Cause all that other business is irrelevant. That gift of yours is heaven sent. Don't wanna look at your life and wonder where it went. Find your gift and get inside your element. That sister's a lawyer that loves to debate. Her brother's an encourager, her mother can bake. But for them to learn that, she must struggle with faith. Graduate from law school and beat the ugliest case, in which a girl named Grace had to suffer through rape by the nephew of the crooked man that governed the state. She was threatened and told she had too much on her plate, but in the end, sister lawyer got justice for Grace. Time to get inside your element, rest inside your niche. Why would I become a plumber when I specialize in this? Preach to the people, J.A.C.E, that's why I exist. Wanna live life to the fullest, then exercise your gift. Under the blood of Christ, that's the only way to raise the stakes properly. God with me, get your wages straight. Every day's a gift to start over, so stay awake. Just ask sister lawyer, that's truly amazing grace. Don't wanna look at your life and wonder where it went. I started rapping, been addicted to it ever since. Buying the beats is the best dollar I ever spent. That's my story, you should get inside your element. Get inside your element. Cause all that other business is irrelevant. That gift of yours is heaven sent. Don't wanna look at your life and wonder where it went. Find your gift and get inside your element. I love my wife, she helps me rule in my element. Stick with who sticks with you, screw being arrogant. Once you make the choice to strive, you gon' need help with it. Try, you won't fail, that truth is so definite. Cause you're doing exactly what you was put on earth to do. So God reserved the tools to see that purpose through. My people, you were born for this. Raw servitude to the father's the reason that mama gave birth to you. Don't wanna look at your life and wonder where it went. I started rapping, been addicted to it ever since. Buying the beats is the best dollar I ever spent. That's my story, you should get inside your element. Get inside your element. Cause all that other business is irrelevant. That gift of yours is heaven sent. Don't wanna look at your life and wonder where it went. Find your gift and get inside your element. Melodic motivation for the people. Y'all get inside y'all element. Y'all can do anything. And this community can come together and make black lives really matter. Word. Praise God. Peace to the family. Once again, I appreciate y'all.
Thank you for coming through, my brother. And I kind of called him at the last minute and got him to come through and do that. And what I want to say to you artists out there, because I know we got a lot of rappers out there, did y'all hear this boy? He didn't curse one time. He ain't say one bad word. He ain't tell you to go shoot nobody. He ain't tell you to sell no dope. He ain't talking about no prison or nothing. And that was dope. He was spitting just now, they say. That boy was spitting. So I just want to say that to say, man, for my artists out there, you can be positive and still be on the charts and still make dope music, because he just proved that right here tonight. And that's something that got a lot of our kids messed up too. We got to think about that. And let's just be real. Hip-hop music, it really messes our kids' heads up. So we got to think about what our children are listening to, man. You know, a lot of that stuff has their minds hypnotized. They listen to it over and over and over again, and they start thinking, this is what I should really be doing. He says it's cool to do this. He says it's cool to do that. And you got grown people on records telling kids their age to sell dope. Telling kids their age is cool to pop pills. Telling kids their age is cool to do things. And that ain't the way hip-hop was when we came up. It told us the opposite. It wasn't cool to do that kind of stuff. So we got to bring it back to that. And that's why I appreciate my man J.A.C.E the rapper for coming through. So y'all give him some love one more time, because that was dope. Straight up.